So I am proud to introduce Zachary Levi.
Hi, everybody. All right. We made it. You can sit, or I can stand. Or I can sit. But I'll probably stand. What's going on? Hi. Hi, Baltimore. Who's all come by my booth so far this weekend? All right. All those hands that didn't go up, I expect to see you after this time. What's going on? Do we have fan Q&A? Do we have any fans that have any questions?
We do. We have a microphone right over here. If you guys.
Oh, lovely! Thank you for. Are you going to start us off, or are you just modeling? Are you just going to Vanna White the microphone?
I'm going to start us off.
Is it on?
Hello.
That's on.
Make sure you tell us your name so we know who you are, because we're family. So, hi, my name's Amanda. I'm from Ohio.
Hi, Amanda from Ohio.
How y'all doing?
Good.
All right. So, I have a general question. You have a well-deserved reputation for spending a lot of your time and energy interacting with your fans. It's obvious what that does for us. My question is, what does it do for you? What do you get out of it?
It's all really selfish, guys. These are all very selfish. No, I tell you what. I think. And I've said this many times in many panels or at Nerd HQ or whatever, but I think that, artists, it's only now that artists are respected and famous and wealthy and all of those things that come with, if you are successful, you can be a starving artist. That's also a very real term. But back in the day, if anybody here has any cursory knowledge of the history of being an actor, but we were schmucks. Nobody liked us. Actors were not well respected, and they weren't well liked. And we were, kind of hoping you could ever find a place to go and, practice your craft. And various forms of art have taken on different prestige over the years. There's a term, patron of the arts. That quite literally was a very wealthy person once upon a time who would commission or pay for or take care of an artist, doing what they would do. Typically that was like an artist, not, again, actors weren't even considered artists. We were schmucks. Nobody cared. And so it's not lost on me that we now live in a world where if you're a successful actor, you're on television and you're in films and people give you a lot of worth. And I know that I'm only sitting in this chair on this raised platform of a stage talking to you all because you have taken the time to watch my television shows or buy tickets to my movies or whatever else it is that I do. You support me and you believe me, and then if you didn't, then I wouldn't be employed. I would be doing something entirely different and certainly not something that I would love to do as much as I love doing. So what I get out of all of this for the most part, the biggest thing I get out of this is just trying to hopefully mirror that love that you guys afford me and give it right back to you and tell you from the bottom of my soul, thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you for trusting me with your time, with your money, with your finances. That's essentially what you're doing. Every single time you pick up the remote, or we're talking to it now. Isn't that cool? Like Apple TV? It's okay. Every single time you do that, you get to make a decision. We're all a product. Zachary Levi is a product, whether I like that or not, or you like that or not. Just like Nestle is a product. Just like these chairs are products. You get to choose. You are the producers. You are the patrons. Don't ever forget that every single time you make a choice, you are either supporting or not supporting something. So from the bottom of my heart, I can't tell you how much I thank you for choosing this product time and time again, for coming and lining up at my booth and paying very good money to have me scribble on my face for you or take photos with you. And none of that is lost on me. Not a second, not a penny, nothing. So that's why. That's what I get the most out of this. So thank you for that question.
Was his birthday.
Yesterday was my birthday. That's right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I've survived 38 years of life. I can't believe it. If you saw the stupid shit I've done in my life, how I'm still alive, I don't know. And it's Katrina Law's birthday today, by the way. If you haven't seen Katrina, go by Katrina's booth. And it's all of your very unhappy, unmarried, what is it? Unbirthday. That's what it was. That cartoon, Nelson Wonderland, thank you. Very Merriam, but anyway, next question. Nice shirt.
Hi, my name's Jeanette. I'm from Delaware via Kentucky.
Okay.
Coleman, your friend.
Yes, oh yes. America.
Yes.
David Coleman.
Thank you. I have a couple of questions, well, sort of one and two. With Chuck, since I just finished it on Thursday, I'm still trapped in my emotions.
It's to tale as old as time.
I have a question with when Chuck flashed, was there like some kind of conversation about the eye crossing or whatever you decided to do with that?
No, that was all very impromptu, and I really had no idea how often I was going to have to do that and how stupid I was going to have to look every time I did it, which is why, well, that's not the reason why I don't do it in photos. People ask me to do it in photos, and I'm like, you don't understand. It works in like a video sense because there's a movement. If we boomeranged it, you know what, that's what I should do. We should start selling boomerangs at the booth, even though I hate them. No, I don't hate boomerangs. This is my problem with boomerangs. I hate it when you're like scrolling through Twitter or something and you see a play button and you think, oh, this is a video. I'm going to learn something about this. And then you hit the play and then it's like, and I'm like, that was just a waste of my time. And most people don't use boomerangs very well. It's like doing a movement that's, inane, right? It's like, sometimes it's a cool thing and it goes back and forth and I'm okay with it. Anyway, I'm going to talk about boomerangs longer. But a boomerang would work as opposed to do a Chuck face, but I'm not going to do that either. So, yeah, it's a really weird constipation. It looks like I'm about to take a crap, or I just did take a crap, or I can't take a crap. I don't know. There's crap involved in it in some way. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. But it worked perfectly for the character and for the show, I think. And
gotcha. And
yeah.
then I have like a little second thought. Was it an ongoing joke about Chuck's dad's cabin being in there, even though it got blown up twice? It got blown up like 3 separate times in the show.
Wait, a running joke of what now?
Chuck's dad's cabin that they always went to.
Yeah.
It got blown up at least twice, but they kept going back to it. So was that like...
Did the cabin get blown up twice?
Yes. And it showed up 3 separate times.
The guy in the front's like, yeah. Did you watch the show? I didn't. I really didn't watch the show. Somebody asked me that recently on Twitter. Sorry, to answer your question, I don't know. I didn't write it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a lot of things that didn't make a lot of sense sometimes, I never really understood how, literally the premise of the show, I get all these secrets downloaded. It's already a big conceit. It's a leap that an email with images is going to program my brain. Fine, you can go along with that. Then all of a sudden, you've got the top spy from the NSA and the top spy from the CIA who are assigned to be my handlers, and yet somehow, some way, this crack squad of talent continues to get captured, like, I don't know how many times over the years. We're coming in, yeah, we got this, and then there's just like a gun there. Oh, they got us again. There's a lot of those moments, and I was like, what are we doing? But that's all how it, and that's why we kept going back to cabins that would be blown up.
Well, and that's all the quirkiness with it.
And the quirkiness, and all of it, yeah.
And I love your boots.
Thank you very much. I like my boots too. They're Fry's. If you're looking to get new boots, I highly recommend them. I was going to say something about... Oh, yeah. Somebody recently on Twitter... See, this is what I told you. There's no moderating. So when we were backstage, I was like... She's like, I'm your moderator. I'm like, I don't know what that is. It's all going to be fan Q&A, and I'm just going to keep talking.
But you're going to exhaust her.
Oh, that's not... No, by the way, have you ever seen... You're awesome. She's awesome. I'm just trying to think of things to say to make her do that. Have you ever seen this with like Eminem concerts? Yeah. Have you ever seen? Go YouTube Eminem ASL. Like it's insane. The speed at which they're going. I wish I could talk faster. But it was like an auction. I'm just fucking with you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Twitter. So somebody recently asked me on Twitter. They asked me about an episode or if I had seen the whole show or something like that of Chuck, and I answered them honestly, which is I have actually personally never seen every episode of Chuck, and that kind of blew some people's minds. Like, what is that about? And I'm like, well, I lived it. I literally made the whole show. We, read every script, and I was there. We did the whole thing. But that's a lot. It's a lot of television to have to take in, guys. So I thank you for all the years and all the hours that you put into that show, because it's a lot. But I don't remember every moment. And, unlike some other people, like, are you guys Supernatural fans? Any Supernatural fans in the audience? Okay, you can leave. Tell you what, so Jared and Jensen, I've been able to do some Supernatural panels with them at Nerd HQ over the years, and it astounds me when their fans ask them, like in episode, 502, and they know exactly what's going on. I'm like, okay, good. And I'll just make stuff up. So Bartle's Cabins. So no, I haven't watched all of the show, so please have grace with me when I may not remember how many times a cabin's been blown up or certain things like that, but I so appreciate that you guys do remember all of those things. Yes, next question.
Hi, Zach. It's
Hi.
Emily from Frederick.
Hi.
And I loved your performance in She Loves Me.
Thank you.
And anything
Thank you.
And I had kind of a twofold question. First, do you have any plans to do more musical work in the future?
I would love to do more Broadway for sure. I think I would like to take a break from the musicals just for a hot second. Like if kind of like on a bucket list thing. I would love to have said on my deathbed one day that I did just a straight drama and a straight comedy. To only do comedy or only do musicals would feel a little limiting. Also, it is super stressful on your mind and your vocal cords to constantly have to be worrying about them all the time. But yes, eventually I would like to go back and do a musical. And I am trying to just do more music in general. I've teased some of you guys, not teased, I'm trying not to be a tease, but I have teased at the idea that I'm going to try and record an album, and I'm in the beginning processes of that. Yeah. So everybody buy it, please. I think it'll be like a big band, Rat Pack kind of an album, a bunch of covers and stuff like that, because I have no ability to write music at this point. I've never really done it.
So the second part of that
Yes.
question, sorry, is...
No. Yeah, cut me off, please. I'll just keep talking.
When you were a child, did you perform in musicals, like in school or anything like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So that's really how I got into it. I mean, people ask me, how did you get into acting, or how long have you been doing it? And I think, I don't know for sure, because when you're a kid, everything's a little fuzzy, but when I was about 4 years old, I discovered the concept of entertaining. I discovered that if I could make somebody laugh, doing voices or, just telling the stupidest of jokes. Do you guys remember the jokes you used to tell when you were a kid? They're so dumb. They're the dumbest. I'm gonna get back to that. But I remember, friends and family, making them laugh, and I remember feeling that was good. Laughter is a good thing. It's a medicine of sorts. And I remember thinking it made them feel good, and that made me feel good. And if I could do something like that for the rest of my life, I want to do this all the time. And that's basically kind of what got me ultimately. I don't know where you went. You're back there now. Oh, you're right there. Hi, hello. I'm with you. So that's kind of when I discovered entertaining, I think, and then I always wanted to do that. And then when I was around 10-ish, I discovered theater, so a more kind of organized sense of that. And then, yeah, I've been doing musicals since then. I think I've done The Wizard of Oz twice. I was the Scarecrow both times. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Just brainless, really. And I've done Grease, not Sunny, or Danny Zuko. Excuse me, I wasn't Danny or Kaneki. I was Sunny. I'm gonna rephrase that so it makes sense. But that was a really fun show. I've done Oklahoma. I was Will Parker in Oklahoma. And everything is up to date in Kansas City, as it turns out. There's 4 people that got that joke, thank you. I did Big River, which is essentially the musical version of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and I was Huck Finn in that, and I was probably 15, 16 when I did that. That was a really big turning point for me. It was community theater, but we did it in 3 different locations, once in Ojai, California, then in Santa Paula, California, and then Santa Barbara. It was a little, we toured. little community tour. And but I learned and grew through all of it. So if you're an aspiring actor, or you have any kids that are aspiring actors, if you're trying to figure that out, like theater, more theater. And I still do theater. I still want to do theater because it's where it's all the bedrock and the foundation of all it is. So that's the very long answer to yes, I did theater when I was younger.